Everybody can point at the sun and talk about the sun, but how often do you look at yourself in the mirror? How often do you actually take accountability? How often are you able to admit something to yourself? How often do you question yourself if you're projecting? The other day I was on my live, and something that someone said really made me respect this person a lot. They said that they find me triggering. They said that they enjoy my content, but that I am triggering. Which, I get this type of comment all the time, by the way. I receive a lot of feedback from different people that I am triggering. So I'm aware of this aspect of myself. Not that I do this purposely, I don't go around trying to trigger people. But I am very much aware that I do trigger people. But I digress. The reason why I have so much respect for this person for even admitting that to me is because that's not something that you often admit to people, or even to yourself. That's not something that you feel comfortable feeling, acknowledging, realizing, to see that someone is triggering. Because you see, when you're triggered by someone, it is because you are triggered. It is not always this person. You are triggered by something about this person. The fact that you are brave enough to acknowledge that about yourself is huge. And this is not something that a lot of people are able to do. Because more often than not, people make the other person their enemy. People make the other person a bad person. People start attacking the other person. Whatever it is that you harbor in your own self because this person triggers you. Instead of admitting to yourself that there's something about yourself that you have to work through because of this person's energy. So if you're able to do this and admit to yourself and own up to this discomfort, you're so far ahead than so many people on this spiritual journey. So many people that are so-called awakened, enlightened, gifted. It is not very common for people to be aware of themselves. People are aware of the sun, the moon, the water, the mountains, and sky, and yet they still don't know who they are. They still don't know how to get a grip of themselves. They still do not want to look in the mirror. And in my book, if you know how to look at yourself in the mirror, especially during the most critical, challenging, and difficult times where you feel incredibly uncomfortable, you are ahead of the game. And by the way, if you're triggered by someone, you don't have to tell the person that. Do you know that is a real question? That's what I'm talking about.